What's going on? It's Maurio McCoy. I'm reading all of your questions that you answered on the Santa Cruz IG story, and some pretty good ones, man. At Thomas Freeze, when will you become a Tony Hawk Pro Skater character? Would love to play as you. Shit. At Tony Hawk, you tell me when, dog. I'm been ready for that one. So, shit, that'd be a dream. At Passion Brains, how does it feel being on the best team? God bless. It's tight as shit, man. It's like I get to skate around a bunch of like-minded people. You know, I get to go on trips to these crazy places, like, and just unreal. Like it's insane. Like I can't even put it into words, man. It's a dream. It's like a lifelong dream that I get to do every day. So it's sick, man. It's sick. That's the best way I can answer the question. At Austin Ingersoll, how old were you when you first started skating? I was, believe it or not, about like 4 years old. I was like just a little jit. Yeah, my brother got me into it, and it's just stuck ever since. Definitely were a couple of years where I was not learning any tricks. I was just messing around. I was like kind of getting in everyone's way at the park, but eventually I got like a little more serious about trying to like progress and stuff. So yeah, I was 4 to answer that. At skate_Dylan333, yo big jit, I learned how to heel flip yesterday. It's not a question, but I'm proud of you, my youngin'. I'm proud of you. That's my homie from Rosemead. He's always the most cheerful kid, man. So I'm hyped he's progressing. At Goof Photo and a couple other people, go Birds ? Obviously. At Rad_Castle, besides the obvious pay raise, what changed the most for you when you turned pro? Honestly, the only thing that changed was like the state of the world. It really, like, I didn't get to like kind of keep going right as I turned pro. I turned pro and everything locked down, and like we were inside for a bit. So I mean, I feel like now I'm kind of getting to feel like the benefits of being pro and kind of like getting to, you know, just kind of get back onto it. But right as soon as I turned pro, it just things shut down. So it definitely was like a weird time to turn pro, but honestly, it's just been, I could say the only thing that really changed is just more focus and more hype. Like, you know, it's your lifelong dream to turn pro, and it happened, and I'm ready to, you know, this whole next chapter when everything is, you know, at least back to normal, but you know, we're managing during the time. At NJK Photos, shrimp and cocktail sauce or shrimp and Alfredo? It's easy, man. Always shrimp and Alfredo. That's not even a question. At _Gonzalo Gallian_, do you do any kind of workout to stay fit for skating, and what? I'm not the biggest like workout dude, obviously, 'cause I'm fucking not that big, but I'll be on the bike a lot. I'll be cycling throughout the city, and just, I don't know, it's like my kind of little escape from everything, and that's really all I do. It's more like endurance training, and other than that, I just feel like the best way to get better at skating is skating. So I just really do that just to help me like stay breathing during those times, because it's tough out there. At BFOM_crew, favorite food spot in Reading? I gotta shout my man Beckett out. Beckett's Rib Joint, it's the best chicken in town, probably the best chicken I've ever had, so yeah, I gotta shout him out, my man Beckett. You got something with that chicken. At Semsi, do you think anyone can make it in skating if you try hard enough? I'd like to think so. I mean, it's definitely a tricky like thing to navigate, like, you know, to figure out the best route for you, but honestly, man, effort in the end is always gonna be the best. Like, it's always gonna be respected. Like, people recognize effort, and it's hard to disrespect someone who's just putting in work. So I personally think anyone can make it, as long as you're not an asshole. That's rule number 1. You gotta be like, no cool guy shit, man. You gotta be cool, like, you gotta be a nice person, man, and just work hard. Don't be on some weird funny shit. Don't make skating weird, because no one likes that. At Jesus.ayala.g, who influenced you to do what you do? Man, it was a lot of just local people. Like, when I was a kid, I watched like some skate videos, but really I was just too antsy as a kid to really go and like sit down and just watch skating. So I would just skate a ton, and a lot of the local homies like Kyle Nicholson, or a little less known dude, but he was like God around here, was this dude Dan Hetrick, who was the shit, and he could flick into anything, over anything, just had so much style and grace. And honestly, that was my main inspiration as a kid, and still kind of my inspiration now. So yeah, it was more some local talent that was my thing, you know. But you had the obvious, you know, like when I was a kid coming up watching Baker 3, Antoine, of course, Kareem, of course. But you know, it was different when I saw the things in person, because coming from Reading, there ain't no demos coming around here, so I didn't get to see too many pros. So these dudes who were killing it around here, they were the pros to me. So local talent, that's what did it for me. At Cam Roscoe 28, what was one funny or crazy thing that happened while filming Till the End Volume 4 or 5? I was mid-filming for this part in March. I think the last trip we went on was to Miami to like kind of get some, you know, kind of get some of the last minute stuff. And the craziest thing is the whole world shut down. Like I was in the middle of like skating contests, traveling for that, then traveling like on trips and stuff with Santa Cruz, and it just stopped. Like I had been going for months and months, just like nonstop. Every month was like a new thing. And yeah, honestly, that's like one of the craziest things. It just was nuts. It just at the crib, like, all right, well, I don't even know what to do, man. Like I was just literally just skating last week somewhere else, like busting my ass, and now like I'm not supposed to go out. So yeah, it probably was definitely the biggest obstacle and kind of crazy thing to happen for anything I've ever filmed. It's a little airplane. Oh, 1 second, because I can answer this question perfectly. At Grove 76, why do you wear Oakleys? I don't. These are the Bronson Speed Shades. Shout out my man Gavin. They're hard. They're hard. There's nothing else to say about them. Best shades I've ever had. At Raymond 310M, where are you from? Beautiful Reading, Pennsylvania. My little oasis away from everything, as it feels sometimes, because this place feels so far from anything else. It's off the grid. At Cole Kirschman, how long you been skating? Started when I was 4. There's a couple periods of time where I was like a little on and off. Like I was a typical kid who loved rocket power, so I wanted to do anything on wheels, and it wasn't just always skating. Like sometimes I would like be messing around on a bike and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, literally since I started skating, I'm 24 now, and this is about the time I did, so about 20 years of my life, if you can believe that, because I can't. So 20 years of my 24-year-old life, I've been doing this in one way or another. Maybe not as like much as I do it now, but I was riding a skateboard for that long, so 20. At Duke Does Art, what's your favorite video part? When I was a kid, anything P-Rod did. So his forecast part, all the stuff like that, it's my favorite. Honestly, anything he did, even like the Nike like Ice Cube commercial, that was like my favorite video part. And it wasn't even like a video part. Like I just thought that was the coolest shit ever. But anything P-Rod did, for me, that was like in that time period when I was a kid, I loved it. Then when I was a little bit older and kind of was like progressing a little in skating, I'd say Mike Mo Fully Flared, because I was like, he did the most creative, unique, like progressive stuff that like I feel like it just changed skating forever. It kind of like, that was like the first taste of how skating is now. Like he was like one of the first people to kind of like show that you could do these insane tricks and make them look so good at the same time. It wasn't like just gross, overcomplicated stuff. He just like had this perfect balance of style and difficulty, and you know, that's definitely one of my favorite parts of that period. And then honestly, one of my favorites, and it's crazy because he's the homie, is Trevor Colton's Nike part. Like it's a good song and just style. Like it looks the best to me. At Yesy.skate, nice glasses. Thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate them. Peace and chicken grease from my beautiful Reading childhood home.